It's Friday. We're all just trying to have a little bit of fun. And some places that's out there, it's going to be the weekend, the last weekend of spring break for some people. Holy man, it's going to be crazy out there. And you know what? I'm totally down for it because it is just raw human nature on display. It's just all of these kids that are just old enough to do whatever the hell they want. Well, for the most part, I'm sure that there's going to be some underage drinking and shit, unless of course there's spring break parties up in Canada, well, in certain provinces. In Alberta, drinking age is 18, so outside of the confines of that, I know it's 19 in most of the other provinces, but whatever, man. Down there in Florida, it's 21. So if everybody's over the age and they're out there binge drinking, they're just doing exactly what they're normally doing back in their dorm rooms in the former, more receptive climates. And what are they doing out there? Beating the brakes off of each other. Man, this is just really great, honestly, man. Like, I'm not going to take this shit too seriously. All over social media, oh my god, everybody's just all fucking tied into knots. Like, I can go ahead and show you some clips that you've probably already seen. Like, I don't know why, but all of these, well, actually, I kind of do because I got a little bit of theory about this. You probably have seen a clip from the Whatever podcast, okay? Listen, it's basically a fucking white Californian version of Fresh and Fit without any of the value. It's just some host with zero charisma, just talking to a bunch of bitches, just say the dumbest shit imaginable. Nobody's checking them on it, so that show is going to have a half-life of about 15 seconds, because I've already seen a couple of the Daily Wire people that are on there in some of the clips. I've never watched an episode. All I've heard is the clips, and it's like, yeah, normally, though, I'd hear something that's stupid, and then Myron would be checking that dumb bitch on that stupid fucking comment. There's a couple of truths to be had out there, and obviously, that's just going to run its course, and, you know, hey, God bless, you're making a lot of money and you're getting a lot of views right now. Hopefully you can parlay that into something of substance going forward. Otherwise, it's going to be a very short run. But it's also exposing the realities of female nature to people that think that, oh, that Myron and Fresh guys, they're just too vile and awful. But then when you have Beta Brad asking the exact same questions in a much nicer way. See, it's not what he said, it's how he said it. Fucking yuck. You still get the exact same dumbass questions, but then you got, I think it was Michael Knowles that I seen on there in one clip. I didn't bother watching it or anything like that. I just seen it highlighted and somebody else had just thought, and then also put that out there. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Give it about, 6 months time and you're going to have like a Daily Wire or a PragerU hosting the exact same type of content and it'll go just as far. Obviously, that format has been tried by a bunch of, much more ratchet podcasts that are out there, and then also taken across the pond and is one of the most boring fucking things. I don't know why anybody watches it, but it's out there. I think the original is the best, but that's just my bias at the end of the day. Here we have charged up hormonally. We're talking drunken, spastic kids just going wild in one of the most beloved traditions that's been around for how long, but oh no, yeah. Hookup culture, all of your different new age concerns. Yeah, no, spring break hasn't always been this degenerate, right? Of course. Fucking idiots. March Madness. Bikini-clad girls box each other in front of cheering frat bros as booze-filled spring breakers hit Florida beaches. You do, in fact, love to see it. College students have invaded Florida's beaches. The beaches have been invaded by the beaches for spring break, and they spent their time brawling each other in front of frat bros and booze-filled wrestling matches. Oh hell yeah! Groups of bikini-clad girls and jeering guys flocked to the packed-out beaches. Yeah, but also the guys are throwing hands as well. They're wearing boxing gloves and just having a fucking gay old time about it. And they sunbathed, partied, and even strangled their own, or staged their own mock fighting competitions. Yeah, shit's hilarious. The merry students celebrating a break from their college semester were seen huddling in circles as two individuals took turns leaping on one another and fighting, while the crowd around them jeered and screamed. Some of the women on spring break also got involved in the chaos, getting down and dirty in Fort Lauderdale. In Fort Lauderdale? Gross. That's just where the uglier people go. The attractive ones go down to Miami. Sand, as they tussled and tackled during the football drills. I thought you said it was 1-on-1, not 3-on-1. Yo, what the fuck? Shit is hilarious. Brother was really hoping that fedora brim would cover up that gut. Yo, sucks to suck, I guess. Oof. Yeah, there's no angle that's gonna make, one of them look good. That's not bad. yeah, that's actually not bad. And I'm so happy to see all of this stuff. Not for the obvious reason or anything like that. It's just, you're not seeing any rainbow-haired idiots. You're not seeing any, questionable Adam's apples on these women that are around there. No dicks to be seen hanging out of a two-piece. Like, it's just Becky's in their purest of forms. You'll love to see it. And there's a hate crime going down. Like, shit's great. Wait. South Beach, Florida. Oh, okay. That was taking place on the Great Lakes. Other frat bros took turns slamming into one another on the coastline, tackling their opponents to the ground in pursuit of a football while egged on by the partying peers. This is the first time in 3 years. Sorry, what? No, we've been seeing this stuff also over the past couple of years as well. So, like, come on now, nothing's crazy. And Florida was one of those major tourist destinations. Might have been closed down, or might have just been at least heavily frowned upon in 2020. But in 2021, she was open. 2022, the exact same thing. But this year, the first year, you gotta slow it down for a second. College students have been able to truly enjoy spring break without the threat to the COOF restrictions. Maybe if they're flying in, because I think that this is the first year where all the stupid travel restrictions, at least within the confines of the United States, I still can't get across the border because, certain things, I like the size of my heart. We'll just leave it at that. And their incessant partying proves that they aren't making the most of their newfound freedom. Yeah, trust me, I can't go down to the crispy shores of Crystal Lake and start up my own amateur fight league for spring break. Shit's not going to work out that way. It's still bloody cold up. It's bloody cold. Wearing funky shades, matching their swimwear, some students taking a calmer approach to the holidays were seen bathing in the sunshine, enjoying a dip in the water. Students flocked to Daytona Beach, Florida to enjoy some much-needed rest after a busy semester of college. Are we entirely sure about that? Preparation for the busy season comes as U.S. officials, including the Department of the State, warned the Americans against traveling to Mexico. Yeah, there's been some unfortunate shit that's happened down there, but that's hilarious. The State Department is advising Americans not to go to Mexico, but they could give less of a single fuck about anybody coming from Mexico. Interesting. Yo, why is my dude, looking like he's about to tackle her? That's very interesting. My dude right there with the easy layup. Yeah, man, all shapes and sizes, colors and types for you to go down there. Except for, mom's right there whose spring break was back in '88. But God bless, man. God bless. Now I want to talk about this fight club that they're starting up, because their shit is fucking funny. At least to me. Florida Fight Club, scantily clad, spring break revelers let out pent-up rage and boozy beach brawls. As you can see, there's a couple of sturdy dudes right there, and this is the best way to do all of this stuff. Absolutely 100%. Hey, it's just, 19, 20, 21-year-old cats that just, need something to do while they're waiting for their drinks to show up, decide to slap on some 10-ounce gloves and start fucking throwing hands. I love it with all of my heart. Idiots will say, this is toxic masculinity. No, this is just one-on-one. Mutual combat. Like, these guys know exactly what they're signing up for, and there's no threat of anybody, jumping the loser because boy ended up getting a right hook. I love it. College students across the country have flocked to Florida, released some rage. On Wednesday, booze-fueled revelers were seen on the sands of Fort Lauderdale Beach brandishing boxing gloves and staging mock fights as other youngsters cheered them on. Couldn't sound older with that. Staging mock fights, multiple men were seen punching each other after several scantily clad women. Hey, of course, man, you gotta have the women's division. Not bad, but I've seen better. Brawling with one other on the beach after engaging in football drills. Yo, that's awesome. Decent Vince Carter throwback there. Footage of the physical clashes proves pent-up college students are more than ready to release after the COOF pandemic forced spring break celebrations to be scaled back. No, but alright, I'll let you run with that narrative. I don't know why, but New York Post got way better pictures. Just saying. Yo, that's hilarious. Elsewhere in Fort Lauderdale shorelines, scores of students showed off their spring break bodies. Some of them should probably, at least brother on the far right and on the far left as well, both know what's best for business by, keeping it under wraps. As they downed large amounts of alcohol in the sunshine, several liquor lovers were seen drinking from Borgs. Fuck. Well, one wild man was seen sipping tequila straight from the bottle. Was it tequila? Who knows? And was he actually drinking it though? That's another key, because as somebody who's never drank a drop in his life, of his own volition, I've been dosed by a former friend because he's a fucking asshole. Here, you want a drink? Oh, it's my own concoction. It's wine. Yeah, fucking gamer word. Other thirsty party animals drank from beer bongs. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Everybody loves a good classic. So that girl in the floral got hands and other assets as well, but now we got an impromptu wrestling match? Tackling each other? Oh, okay. Maybe that was a football drill. Yo! That's a great picture right there. Just a pretty solid technique. And the other guy just, how would he rate his spring break experience? 6 flags. Meanwhile, many of the other spring breakers' outfits caught the attention of onlookers. One flesh-flashing college student wore skimpy hot pants and boldly declared, "I'm a bitch, just not yours." Yeah. Another woman wore a crude cap emblazoned with the words "drunk slut," because of course, man. Yo, this is it's not just Florida girls. This is women from all over the country going down there. Okay, if you just think that this is just a localized problem, it's just those girls from Miami. It's just those girls from those big cities. This is girls from everywhere across the country. Okay, doing exactly what they all want to do. Nobody's being trafficked to be there. They're all there to have a good time, because you guess what? The hardware might be different, and we've seen a bunch of different makes and models, but the software is exactly the same. They're out there trying to fuck the best prospect available. This has been one of the most carnal examples for the past 40 years. That's just what I wanted to highlight with this video. The fact that, oh, these modern women, they're so crazy. I'm not going to take that away from anything at all whatsoever. We got more to talk about on that in the next one, but that's going to be more entitled and looking at specific examples, because like I said, Friday, we're not taking this shit seriously here today. You serious? No, I'm not. We're gonna have some fun. We're basically on the cusp of spring. Shit's about to finally get fucking nice outside for everybody. I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the year now. It's not like I haven't been before, but now we got incentive, because shit's not gonna be fucking 20, 30, 40 below anymore. Christ almighty, that's been getting old for a minute. I don't know if I'm getting old or anything, but I was just immediately trying to read what, is that HHH or is that BBB? Well, like I said to begin with, New York Post definitely has the better pictures. I'm just saying. There we go. She's cold, but you know what? Hey, man, she needs a little something to warm up, right? But yo, you can't smoke openly in Florida, okay? That shit's haram still. It's still against the law. But see, at least these guys are doing it right. If they are, in fact, mixing this, I don't fucking know. Like I said, I don't know drinks from the hole in the ground. Maybe that is just Hawaiian punch or grape drink. But at least they have it in containers that say drinking water. Good for them. Being responsible out there, but, oh, that... Sir, Dollar Store Jake Paul. Sir. Oh, no, Logan Paul. Damn it, I got my references wrong. I'm not hip with the kids. You're wasting it, sir. Oh, and there's those hot pants. I don't know, 4, maybe. Drunk slut. Yeah, of course. Whatever. There we go. Shout out. Bro, don't make it so obvious. So, like, come on. Act like you've been there before. Some spring break hotspots in Florida are prepared for the raucous college students. Yeah, they anticipate it. They mark it down on their calendar, and they just sit there waiting in the weeks leading up, making sure that all their deliveries are going to be on time, fearing that their behavior might be bawdier than ever. Why, though? Okay, residents of New Smyrna Beach, south of Daytona, recently revealed revelers ran amok in the area last year. Yeah, I think I covered that when there was a whole bunch of break-ins and a whole bunch of crime and shit. But come on, do these girls and guys look like they're going to get up to anything except for just pulling into the station, if you get what I mean? Choo-choo! But you know what else I'm noticing in all of this stuff as well? No fucking whales. I love it. I love it. At least Daily Mail tried to walk the line, but here they're just, unapologetic about it. There's like, nobody needs additional hands in order to hold up any of these fucking heifers. They're all to some degree attractive because, hey man, if you're not a part of the 70% that's overweight, you get a base level. Like, I haven't seen anybody that's been such a disaster that they would be lower than a 5 so far. Even though I wouldn't take a girl seriously who drinks. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, but see, that guy's being a gentleman right there, okay? He's at least taking center stage and covering up whatever haram shit she's drinking in the background or whatever she's doing there. He's at least just swigging directly fireball like fucking white trash. 20 years I've been here for spring break, and this is the first time I've ever seen any serious issues, Alice Muskie, owner of Treats on the Beach, told Fox 35. Cops implemented an 11 p.m. curfew for teens 17 and younger. That's all fine. Like, I'm not necessarily against that. Like, if you know the debaucherous shit is going to be going on, at least, take care of the youth that's out there. That makes sense. And revelers can expect a stronger police presence than in the past. And that's totally fine, man. Like, they're obviously going to be getting away with a couple of extra things. Like, I don't think open container laws are really going to be enforced like that. And while this type of behavior, hey man, it's not something that I partake in particularly. Let's get a good picture. Yeah, that one will do. Fuck it. It's not something that I would do, and if any girl's been down there for spring break, I wouldn't take her seriously, because that is a gigantic flaming red flag. It's just what a majority of women are going to do, regardless. When left to their own devices, idle hands do the devil's work. So, yo, man, she might be a good girl, but if she's having a girls' trip down to South Florida at this time of year, you know exactly what time it is. But of course, if you want some more pointed examples, just give me a little while. Actually, no, these are all going to be scheduled. So just however long this video is, just minus that. And then at the top of the hour, I'm going to have some more pointed examples. So with all of that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.